My name is Cassidy Lowry, and for this simulation, we were the CEO of Minnesota Micromotors, and we're responsible for determining the marketing strategy for the company and reaching $8 million in profits. So we'll take a look at the simulation, how it's laid out. It starts out with, this is the dashboard. It has the market share, the segment share, profit margins, kind of just an overview of everything. Next is the net prices, which shows how much each customer pays each quarter. Next is customer purchase, which goes along with that, but shows how much product each segment is purchasing individually. In the sales segment, with that, it shows total sales and how much money was actually spent. It also shows like who is spending more as far as large and small customers. The income statement shows revenue, total revenue, total expenses, cumulative profit, and net income. So that was really important. And it shows by quarter. Okay. So with product performance, that's going to show how we are doing compared to others. So other people that are selling motors, how we're doing with everything, our power to size and our thermal resistance and things like that. This next page is customer satisfaction. With the customer satisfaction, it shows which segment is satisfied, dissatisfied, or very satisfied, and it has little videos that tell why they're satisfied or dissatisfied. And the sales force report is how much time our customer service team is spending with each segment. This was affected by the customer service videos. If they were dissatisfied with something or complained about not having enough customer service, I would make sure that they had more time with our staff and quality service reps. And if they were satisfied and were really loyal, there wasn't a point to make sure that they had a ton of time with our staff. So what really impacted my decisions, every time the first thing I would do after making a decision was go to the income statement and automatically look at my cumulative profit at the bottom to see how I was doing, making sure I was going up and all that. I was also looking at like expenses and revenues and how that was matching up to make sure that that made sense. Another thing I looked at a lot, like I was talking about earlier, was the customer satisfaction. I wanted to make sure to watch the videos and see exactly what was going wrong, and see what the customers wanted, if I needed to change the discount rates up and down, depending on how satisfied they were, and how much money to invest in certain things. I know segment B complained a lot about the thermal resistance, so I always wanted to make sure to like change that to make them happy if they were dissatisfied, or if someone complained about like a certain thing, it was important to know like that you should maybe spend more money into that. So as far as pricing goes, I definitely slowly hired the price because I didn't want it to be overwhelming to the customer, but I also definitely had to higher the price. I would usually go up $1 per run or per quarter, I would say. Sometimes I'd keep it the same for a couple. I even jump $2 a couple times, but I would want to keep it pretty consistent. And usually if I hired that a lot, I would change the on the distributor's discount rate because I would want them to be able to save money still. Another important thing was this news thing that I looked at a lot. And with the news, it kind of shows, as you can see, it'll say like last quarter, this is how you increase and what you decrease, and what the distributors on average were attempting to achieve with the profit margin. So that was important. I could change that a lot and make sure that everyone was satisfied with that. So overall, the main things I looked at were just who was spending money where in the net prices, and the customer service and sales, the income statement for expenses and revenues, how we were doing compared to others. And then I looked a lot in the customer service because I thought that was really important to keeping our customers. And then I also looked a lot into the news to try and get to either get new customers, keep customers, whatever was low with that. So something that I think would be helpful for the simulation to maybe work on, improve on, would be, I thought the simulation was a lot of fun, but sometimes it was hard to know what was going wrong, like with with the news. Like it would say that it was decreased or increased whenever I thought I'd fixed it the time before, and I didn't really understand what to do. And so that was something I was thinking maybe at the end, like on this last page, they could include some tips or things you needed to work on, or something to that extent. Another thing I didn't really like very much is how these videos were reused. So I wish there was like a new video every time so that you would always have something to fix or something new, because it'd be the same video for 3 times and they were still just satisfied no matter what I did. So that kind of seemed a little hopeless sometimes, which was frustrating. But other than that, I thought it was great, and I had a lot of fun. Thank you.